before I start this video, I got one question I want to ask. And that is, why do you have to hate black people in order to be a black conservative?
All right, so in 1860, I want you to guess how many white individuals owned slaves. Like, what percentage of white people in the US owned slaves? I'll give you 5 seconds. Across the entire white population in the US in 1860, 1.4% of
And it seems
individuals.
like he's the typical black conservative. If you scroll up his page to his first few videos, you will see that he didn't come on TikTok to be a black conservative. I think what he was trying to do when he first came on was be a dancer. And he quickly found out that he couldn't dance or he wasn't talented enough. And so this is what happened with most black conservatives that's on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. They come on these platforms trying to do something else. They find out that they're not talented enough to garner a crowd doing it. And then they may, and in between them trying to do whatever their heart desire or whatever their dream is, they may say something that's a little bit controversial, and they get a great response from it. And then every day they come back and they try to repeat that. And then finally they find themselves going down a rabbit hole of black hatred. So now every day, this man come on this platform posting a video about how bad black people are, how bad black ideas are, and how good the white man is. I don't know if that's what he intended to do, or if that's what they all intend to do, but that's what they end up doing. This is a prime example of your audience dictating your narrative. Maybe he spoke out during the George Floyd riot, and he may have said something that may on the conservative side, and he got a great response. And so when you wake up the next morning, you see a video, got a lot of views. Well, you're gonna try to repeat that. Whatever you did to garner those views, you're gonna do it again, and then you're gonna do it again, and then over a year or 2 years' time, you find yourself you've thrown your entire race under the bus. And then maybe that's not what they intend to do, but he have no choice now. He have to throw black people under the bus, or white people won't listen to him. Every black conservative know this. If you're going to be a black Republican, your number one job is throw your people under the bus, period. That is your number one job. And they come on here and they clock in. That's their job. They clock in, they're on time, and they work late. They put in overtime throwing black people under the bus. Like, this shit is sickening. This man asked this stupid ass question about how many white people owned slaves in 1 year during slavery. Slavery happened over a period of 400 or 500 years. He's asking about 1 year that the slave ownership was low. He say 1.4%. I think it was around 2%. My studies say around 2%. But it doesn't matter how many white people own slaves, because 98% of black people were slaves. So just because 98% of white people didn't own slaves, that shit gave us no comfort. Like, how did our ancestors feel about only 2% owning 98% of us? And then he's conflating owning slaves with agreeing with slavery. Okay, 2% own slaves. Well, the other, you can say at least another 65% agree with it, because slavery didn't end until more white people disagreed with it than agreed with it. When more white people disagreed with it than agreed with it, and they decided to fight a war about it. And then, first of all, white people did not free slaves. They did not free the slaves. The only thing they did was stop taking our freedom. You don't get a cookie or a prize for doing the right thing.